Hi, and welcome to LinkedIn for Entrepreneurs. I'm your host, Julia Zata, a LinkedIn strategist and ghostwriter, and lover of all things practical when it comes to visibility strategies. This podcast is for service-based business owners who want to build their brand on LinkedIn, attract new clients, collaborators, and speaking engagements without overthinking every post or sounding like a corporate robot. And yes, we're going to keep it actionable and fun. Let's dive in. Is a LinkedIn company page worth it for your business? Today, I'm spilling the tea on LinkedIn company pages versus personal profile. If you're not super familiar with LinkedIn or you've been putting it off, this episode is for you. A common question founders have about posting on LinkedIn is when should they post on their company page and is it even worth it? So let's talk about the difference between company pages and personal profiles and how each works when it comes to promoting your business on LinkedIn. So what is the difference between a LinkedIn company page versus a personal profile? Let's start with your personal profile. This is the home of your personal brand. It's what sets you apart as a professional. So this is where you hone your voice, your values, your expertise. And ultimately, it belongs to you throughout your career. Your personal profile will be attached to different company pages depending on who you're working with and who you're represented. And the connection with your LinkedIn profile and your company page shows up visually at the top of your personal profile. The company page logo will show up on the top right-hand corner, just above the school you went to if you choose to make that visible. So the difference between your personal profile and your LinkedIn company page is that the company page represents a business. It's the official profile of a company. So it includes details like the company location, the industry, the company size, and who works there. It has a dedicated page that represents people who are currently working at the company or who are associated with the company in some way. And the company page is basically the public facing profile of the company itself, of your business, and not just you as the founder. So a company page isn't designed to replace your personal brand or your personal profile. It's used for creating an extra layer of brand legitimacy, showcasing the company culture, highlighting their contributions, and attracting talent. So the LinkedIn company page does not replace your personal brand. You really want to focus on your personal brand. But if you are a company founder, you also might consider having an active LinkedIn company page for extra credibility. So how do you know if a LinkedIn company page is actually worth it for your business? Because we know that creating content is time consuming. So we want to make the most of your time and not engage in activities that are actually not going to have a real impact. So the thing with LinkedIn company pages is they're not built for visibility in the sense that the algorithm does not show company page content. The LinkedIn algorithm heavily favors personal profiles. So you want to always make sure that you're posting from your own personal profile for visibility because your LinkedIn company page isn't going to get as much traction unless you and your team actively engage with your company page posts, which can help boost the visibility, but you're not going to see the same kind of reach that you would from your personal profile. Company page content isn't meant to go viral. That's not what its job is. The company page content is to boost your company's credibility. And it's especially important if you're working as a B2B. So if you're engaging other businesses, if you're an agency, a consultant, a supplier, a studio, and you're engaging other businesses, having a company page differentiates you from solo entrepreneurs or freelancers. It helps you represent your business as a legitimate business and gives you extra clout. And even though company pages don't get much visibility, when potential clients are researching you and your business, they will definitely scope out your company page just to know if you're legit. And talent will do the same when people are considering a role at your company or whether or not to apply to work at your company. They will look at your LinkedIn company page to make sure you have a reputable business and to get a sense of what the company culture is like to see if it would be a good fit for them. So definitely company pages are important, even if you have a small business. However, if you are a solo entrepreneur or If you're working more in a B2C realm, so working with individuals rather than companies, you can put off your company page for now. It's something that you might want to invest in later on, but right now you just want to solely focus on your personal profile and content. So even though a company page isn't going to change your business overnight, it will make you look more established as a company owner and as a professional. And sometimes that's exactly what you need to attract more sales. And so here's a few tips as to how to make your company page work for you. So you want to obviously optimize your company page profile. You now can even add featured posts and links to your company page, same as you can in a personal profile. And so you want to leverage that extra visibility layer. But as far as creating content, you want to make sure you're posting weekly or every other week. And your content for your company page needs to focus more on company culture, company wins, company impact, case studies, behind the scenes, like what's happening in your team or milestones. It's really to showcase the company culture and the impact that the company has as a business. So that's tip number one. So tip number two is use your personal profile to give your company page more visibility. So in your personal profile, you want to post more frequently than on the company page, at least once a week or more. And then in your post where it's relevant, you want to make sure you tag your company page so as to give it extra visibility. That sends traffic back to that company page and helps it get seen without feeling forced or contrived. Tip number three is get your team involved. So if you have a team, even if it's a small team or even if you work with contractors, you can incentivize them or encourage them to engage with your company page posts. And you can also ask them to add the LinkedIn company page to their profile in their work experience section. This will make your company page show up at the top of the individual's personal profile. So that gives you extra visibility as well. And then when these individuals comment on the company page post, it helps your company get more visibility. And it also shows an alignment between your team and your company. Tip number four for leveraging your company page is that as a company page admin, you can invite up to 250 people per month to follow your page. So make sure you use it. Invite your contacts to follow your company page. And if you have more people within your business or your team that would like the responsibility to become a company page admin, so people in leadership roles, they can also invite their connections to follow your company page. And that's how you grow your company page. You don't rely on organic growth. You have to use your teams, your employees, your page admins to help grow the company page. So through engaging with company page posts, through showcasing the company page on their personal profile and inviting their contacts to follow your company page. So things that I want you not to obsess over when it comes to company pages, you want to not obsess over impressions and engagement because those will just be lower. You also don't want to think about your company page being your main content engine. You want to rely on your personal profile and the personal profiles of people in leadership roles in your company to help your company be more visible. Right? So a lot of people like to hide behind the brand so they don't have to post on their personal profiles or be visible as an individual. But actually on LinkedIn, that's the only real way to get noticed. And so you want to encourage or incentivize people who have leadership roles within your business or company to be more active on LinkedIn because that will help your business get more visibility. And secondarily, it'll help your company page also be more visible. And so if you think that you have to choose between building your personal brand versus your company page, your personal profile wins every single time, as do the personal profiles of the leaders within your organization, right? So that is the main focus. And then the company page is a support to that. It's like the supporting character while you and your team leaders are stars. And so to recap, is it worth having a company page? Is it worth investing in posting on a company page and spending that time? It depends. If you're a solo entrepreneur and you're not necessarily selling B2B, you can probably skip the company page and focus only on your personal profile. But if you're a team leader, if you offer services to other businesses, or if you want to build more credibility for yourself so that you don't look like just another freelancer, but more like a business owner, then yes, you definitely need a company page to back up your claims, and your credibility. It's not going to transform your business overnight, so beware that obviously the traction is going to be limited, but it will add that layer of professionalism, credibility, and positioning that matters, especially when potential clients or partners or even talent are doing their homework and researching you. So I hope you found this episode helpful. And I encourage you to come say hi to me on LinkedIn, ask me any questions that you have about this subject, or even book a LinkedIn visibility call, which the link is in the show notes. This is a 30-minute call. It's completely free, and it's where I'll answer your questions about LinkedIn and help you outline a visibility strategy for your brand and your company. All right. So I hope you found this useful, and I will catch you next week for another episode. Thanks for tuning in to LinkedIn for Entrepreneurs. If you found this episode helpful, please share it on LinkedIn or on your favorite social media platform. And if you really want to make my day, leave me a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. It helps more business owners find this show. Thanks again for listening, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.